Today we're just going to go through super quick how a lobster tank works. Kind of a different one today, lobster tank. So how does a lobster tank work? Well, it's just like any other refrigeration. You got to think little itty bitty chiller. That's it. So you have your compressor, discharge comes out, goes to the condenser, condenses down into a liquid, right? Comes out here, you have your filter dryer, TXV. Now right there is your chiller. Okay, so those of you who've never dealt with a chiller before, I haven't dealt with a ton of chillers in my life. Okay, basically there's like an evaporator coil inside there, and the water runs over the evaporator coil. The water, this water right here is 50 degrees. That evaporator coil is, let's say, 32, 38 degrees right now. And what happens is the warm temperature 50 degree water sheds its heat to the cooler 38 degree coil, right? That refrigerant absorbs the heat energy in that coil, comes back through the suction into the compressor and blows out the discharge over there. So this is just a glorified chiller. So what the water is doing is, so first off, I also want to mention, here's the controller. It has a temperature probe that goes off and down into the chiller. You see it right there? So this activates the compressor based on the chiller. You see that right there? Little temperature probe, okay? So that will activate the compressor based on the temperature of the water that it's recognizing in that little chiller portion of it. So the way that this works is you have this pump here, and this is the inlet to the pump. So it sucks water behind that all those little holes are. There's some type of drain. Sucks water down, pumps it up, pumps it into here. Now that one over there is blocked off. Okay, comes through here, goes in this inlet of the chiller. Goes in the inlet, goes on the evaporator coil, comes out of the inlet up here. Right now we have this split here. Okay, coming up through here, you see, you actually have these two little floor things where it pumps in water from the floor. Now if I open this a little bit, you'll actually see everywhere else gets less intense as more water pumps through the floor. So typically these are all just kind of cockeyed just a little bit everywhere. And even over here, so I forgot to mention this, but before it goes into the water inlet, there's actually another one right there. You see at the top, if I close this, that goes away. If I open it, comes in, goes away. If I turn the one next to it, that goes away. So that's another type of mixing as well. And it'll, there we go, set it back. See, it'll mix with the tank. I'll close it off again, you see? So that water right there is actually non-refrigerated, okay? And we don't want anything to be too aggressive for the lobsters because they'll get all upset and won't be good. But anyway, so it goes into the chiller, comes out this side, pumps up through the ground. 1, 2. Now this third one goes this way, right? Comes through here. We have another valve that's usually partially like 45 degrees. Comes up through there, comes up through there, and comes down through the top. So the refrigerated water is coming in through there, coming up through the ground there, coming up through the ground there. And now what's happening is the lobsters are getting the correct temperature of water, and not only that, but they're getting oxygen mixed in. That's from the water mixing with the air and everything. But anyway, that's how it kind of works in a nutshell. That's what's going on. Don't be intimidated by the lobster tank. It's just an itty bitty chiller. Consider this your case. You know, this is your condenser. Just a typical self-contained, except you're worried about cooling off this. So, hope you learn a thing or two about a thing or two. That's how you do it, and have a good one. Oh, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff.